James, a competitive game today, and were you pleased with the way you answered the Giants today?
Yeah, it was a competitive game. The Giants were really good in the contested ball like they were against us last time. I know they've had some big beatings so far this year, but in the 3 or 4 games we've played them, 3 games we've played them since they've been in the competition, they've always been very competitive games, and we've got a lot of respect for the way they are in the contest, their midfield, and Jeremy Cameron seems to enjoy playing against us, and we saw another example of a young superstar about to take the competition by the scruff of the neck. Very impressive young player, as a lot of their players are.
And your football club, James, like you've had a tumultuous week, but you seem to be, pushing that aside and focusing on football. Yeah,
we get out and play football. We enjoy the footy, obviously. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the game, and players looked a bit tired today, but off a 6-day break, and we're preparing now for a big 6-week period, hopefully leading up to the finals.
Other teams get some pretty big percentage boosts when they play against them. Is it frustrating that you haven't been able to put them on?
Not really. I think you can go into the game trying to do a number of things, and for us it's about trying to play the way we want to play. We pretty much tried to keep the ball in the contest as much as we could today, and try and play a contested game rather than try and outspread them, and that maybe reduces your margin by a little bit, but you can only play as well as your opposition lets you, and we found them very good the 3 times we played them, as I said, and I thought today their work around the contest, their ability to get us over the back a few times was outstanding.
Does Sheeds maybe still have some insight into some of your players?
I'm not sure it's inside. He did recruit half of them, so he might, but I think more so he's that passion to beat the Bombers was there, but now he retires as coach. I'll be able to tell him that he never beat me as a coach, and if you could remind him in the press conference, that would be good.
Can you just talk a little bit about the influences he sort of finishes up at his last game coaching against the Bombers, just the influence he's had on yourself?
Oh, well, he's had a huge influence on our football club. 27 years, 4 premierships. He's an icon of the game, but also of our football club, and I think everyone's got a huge amount of respect for him. And he's just been great for up in Sydney and the west of Sydney, and promoting the game. So he's I think everyone will miss him as a senior coach, but I'm sure he's still got a big role to play in football.
What pleased you most about your performance today, and what, if anything, disappointed you?
I thought some of our players that have been on the fringe, I thought Leroy Jetta, Travis Collier, played some terrific football. Corey Delolio coming into the side, so the pressure from our small forwards was outstanding, which gives us a few more headaches for next week. And I thought that the way we responded after a poor first quarter around the contest with that pressure was really good. Dyson Heppel again winning some more football inside. Jake Melksham, good around the contest. And you got to remember today we didn't have Watson, Hocking, Zaharakis or Winderlich, and they're really 4 of our really experienced and better players, and we won the game without them. So that gives our younger players opportunity, but also confidence.
What did you say to them at quarter time? Were you disappointed in any way by the way you started?
Look, you don't disappointed in maybe the way we started, but not in the individuals. I think you've got to remember it's a long season. We want to play at our best every week. We want to have every quarter perfect. As a coach, you want everything to work really well, but the reality is you're dealing with 44 human beings, and 22 of those play every week, and sometimes things don't go right for them, or they're a bit sluggish, or they don't start well. And as long as you can get your game back, and you can, for the majority of the game, you can play the way you want to play, I think that that's what I was impressed with today. So, for us, our interstate record's been poor as a club for a long time. I think we've won 4 out of 5 now this year. I think we did that last year as well. So we've turned that interstate hoodoo around, and we enjoy travelling together. We enjoy playing interstate. So another positive for the team. Yeah, we took a while. It seemed to take, I think we were meant to get here at 12:15. We got here about 1:05, so we got here reasonably late. So, whether that played on their minds, but they got out and played, and that was good.
Is that just traffic?
Yeah, it's Parramatta Road. Yeah, don't take it on a Saturday about lunchtime. It's pretty busy.
And what about this in terms of preparation for such a massive game? Like it's a crunch game on Friday night.
Yeah, look, it's huge. I think Hawthorn won again today, which they're a game ahead of us. They're an outstanding team. We haven't been able to beat them in the last couple of years, and they've beaten us quite comprehensively. So, we hope to get 2 or 3 of those players back that I mentioned before, and field a really competitive team. And take it up to Hawthorn. We'd love to play well, and I'm sure they would too. They're fighting for 1 and 2, and we're fighting for a place in the top 4. So there's a lot to play for.
So was it mainly just resting Zaka and Winderley?
No, Zach has got had a little crack in his back, so a transverse processor or something. So that's not sure exactly where that is, but the doc thinks that he'll be fine for next week. And Winderley was tight in his hamstring, so we'll wait and see how he is next week as well.
So, Joe, you hoping those two will be back? Anybody else next week?
Hocking will be back, Winderlich hopefully, and Zaharakis hopefully, and Joe we'll wait and see till the week after. But we didn't get any injuries out of today, which is good, and our list has been able to stay very healthy for most of the year, and I think that'll be the case next week.
Because what you said during the Cameron descent, there's obviously a lot of talk about Buddy maybe coming up, but they've obviously got a pretty handy key forward in there anyway.
Gee, that'd be scary, Buddy and Cameron together. That would scare most opposition, I think. But we just marvel at Jeremy Cameron. Both times we played him this year, we've Tate Pears played him for a part of the game last time we played them, and we think Jake Carlisle's an outstanding player and did reasonably well. But Cameron still managed to kick 6 and have 5 and have 8 shots at goal. And when the ball goes near him, he wins it and got speed and for a big man. So he's can't speak highly enough of him.
You talked about that interstate record. You had a pretty intense press conference yesterday. Is it good sometimes to get on a plane and get away and go interstate?
Yeah, it's always good to get out of Melbourne at the moment. So no, we enjoy travelling together. We're a tight group. We enjoy each other's company, and any chance to get out of the house is a good one.
What about the progress of the team, James? Like where you're standing now, like how do you feel about where your team's at the moment?
Yeah, look, how do I feel we're at? I think we have to improve. If we want to still compete with the best teams in the competition, we still have to improve. We have been down a few areas the last 5 or 6 weeks, and we seem to get some of those back in terms of the way we want to play the game this week, and we wanted to win the game, obviously. But we certainly talked about the way we wanted the game played more so than the way we wanted to win today. That looked good. The game looked good from a majority of it, and if we can play like that against the better teams, then I think anything can happen. So 6 games to go. We're 13 wins. This club last time won 13 wins, 2003, 2002. So it's been a long time, and we're enjoying winning games of football.
Which of those areas do you think you need to improve in most to kind of get parallel with the likes of the Hawks and
I think it's the basics of the game. If you have to win your fair share of contested football, you have to defend well and make sure that the opposition's not scoring, and when you get your chance, you are scoring. So I know it's very broad and basic, but it's coaching your team to be really good around the contest, but also when you don't have the ball, win it back as quickly as possible is basics that just we need to keep teaching and teaching in games and training.
Just a quick one on the Giants, there's sort of a bit of doom and gloom around them with some heavy losses and things. Do you think we'll need to be patient a little bit and give them a bit of time?
Yeah, I think so. Look, as I said, we've had really competitive games against them the 3 times we've played them, and I think they're still a young team with young kids. The variance between the best and worst is always great because the season's long, they get tired. But I think they're a very competitive team, and if they don't want some of their players, we'll take a few of them. They're a quality team, and coming up here over the next 5 years is going to be it won't be much fun. I think it'll be hard work, and hopefully the crowds start to come, and you start to see 15, 20 and 25,000 people come, because they'll be an exciting team to watch and a very competitive team over the next 3 to 5 years. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, James.